Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. In the last episode, we started off the stolen turnabout with a theft at Lordly Tailor, which is this little exhibition hall where the sacred urn of Kurain was going to be shown. But yeah, now it's been stolen by this guy called MaskDeMasque, and now we are going to meet this ace detective dude, I guess. So yeah, let's just get going. Not present. Don't present. Don't do that. October 12th, Lordly Tailor, Basement Warehouse. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills. That's probably because it's air-conditioned, to protect the art pieces, you know? Huh? What the heck does that mean? Hi! Hello! I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please make yourself at home. Who are you anyway? Shh! Silence! Now I see it's all becoming clear. What do you see? Zavari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong? Yikes! That's scary. How did you know that? How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams. What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman. And introduce myself. The name is Atme. Luke Atme. Ace Detective. Oh, hi. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. And I'm Maya Faye, a spirit medium. And I'm, Pearl Faye. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin, and, spirit medium Ace Apprentice. I always called her the Ace Mini Spirit Medium. Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? What is the phrase "one short of a baker's dozen" come to mind with this guy? This guy. So are you really as famous as you say? Of course. For a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was blah 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 blah. Look at me. I am MaskDeMasque's arch enemy, the ace detective Luke Atme. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light. Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick? I have personally been on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Megina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from MaskDeMasque with my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. Yeah, they mentioned it on the news, in the Great People of the Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieve for them, it's not much. So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. Oh, tell us what you know about MaskDeMasque, and keep it simple, please. Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds? Last night, here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most glorious battle. I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here? In Lordly Tailor? Naturally. Wherever MaskDeMasque goes, you will find Atme laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like DeMasque out-eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway. But this time I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Absolutely. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course. After all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received MaskDeMasque's calling card. Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived? Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized. A calling card arrived, right? Yes. So, ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse, and waited for him. Alone.
Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help?
Ridiculous! Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? You got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let MaskDeMasque get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others.
Concealed?
Precisely! Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, you must first fool your friends. It's my own original proverb.
Anyway, back to what happened last night.
As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible. How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. For someone who seriously messed up in his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself.
So you're saying that even though on one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from your nose?
That's just not possible. Dude, you suck at being an ace detective. Sir Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior. Huh? What do you mean? This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, Ace Detective Adme, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs.
Could you translate that for me, Nick?
I think you pretty much said, don't touch anything, amateurs. We're lawyers! Or at least I'm a lawyer. What do I do now?
Does he have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real crime buff would know?
I'll think about what to ask while I listen to what Maester Ace Detective has to say. I did listen to what he has to say. MaskDeMasque calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such a top secret piece of information.
Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace spirit medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here.
Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us. Ever. Well, Sir Lawyer? I've been told that you too are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, I'm not sure I would actually...
That's right! We're gonna find that sacred urn no matter what we have to do.
Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If, perchance, you should discover something of value, return them to my office. To my Office of Earthly Delights, the Adme Detective Agency.
Office of Earthly Delights?
Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Wait a minute!
He's gone.
I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him.
Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office too. Take me with you, okay?
So we're actually investigating a theft here. No one's been murdered.
Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again?
Shichishito. It's literally 7-branch sword in Japanese, or so says Miss Andrews. Whoa, it's pretty heavy.
One hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. The sword. Wasn't Miss Dagami holding it last night? And another thing. The sword was in bed last night like it is now.
You're right.
Awesome, Pearly! I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice.
The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow.
Aha! I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Adme smashed MaskDeMasque with it. Like this!
Ow! What the heck?
What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before.
You're tampering with the crime scene, Maya, and my head! What the frick is wrong with you? That pathetic-looking wooden box.
Ah! That's the box that had the sacred urn in it!
Don't touch it! There may be clues to the thief's identity on here.
I worked so hard to make that box.
Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya?
What's that supposed to mean? That urn has always been on its stand in the winding way of the Fey Manor, so there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick.
And I was so proud of it. Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if MaskDeMasque had taken the box too. Why are you so mean? Oh, wrong button. It's Danganronpa blood.
Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here.
I didn't do that.
Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed a color this outrageous. But this paint has already dried up. Well then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick.
Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you, it wasn't me. Looks like it's been several days since it was split. Hey, look at this.
What is it?
There's some kind of shape left at the bottom left side of the stain.
Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be.
The box.
And this statue of Mistigami is so cool. I want a gold statue of myself. We could put it in the office.
Hey, it's Wright and Co. How about a gold statue of me?
Mr. Nick, I am sorry, but I noticed something strange.
Huh? What is it, Pearls?
The statue of Mistigami. Was this where it was last night? I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Great job, Hurley. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin.
So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. It's a security camera. It's trained on the big door to the storeroom. It's set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out.
A security camera? Yeah, go stand in front of the door and it'll snap your photo too, Pearly. Mystic Maya, do you think I should smile? Nah, it's for criminals, so I think you should make a really scary face. Like this?
No, Pearls, it's fine. You don't need to do that.
Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It has such a cute name.
It looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them.
It's probably the trap that the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of MaskDeMasque.
Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot.
I don't know how to pull up the photos.
I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick.
Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway.
I guess you had to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick?
Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Okay. What else do we have to examine here? If we have to examine anything else here. Ladder.
Look, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere? Because you did.
Oh, Nick, your cell phone's ringing.
Hello, Phoenix right here. It's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe, what is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally! This underdog is the alpha dog today, pal. That stuck-up detective's met his match. Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him.
You caught him? Are you saying... You captured MaskDeMasque?
Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered, but I still got him. MaskDeMasque surrendered?
That's great! So when can we come pick up the stick return?
Well, you see, I was gonna tell you. What? Is something wrong? Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime? Detention center? He wants to talk to you. MaskDeMasque, that is.
What? He wants to talk to Nick?
I'll be waiting for you, pal, so get over here soon. The detention center, huh? That's the Ami Detective Agency. So we come back here, and then we go to the detention center. Not there. October 12th at Detention Center, Visitors Room. Hey, pal, welcome to the Detention Center. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you? Yep, after all, we got
Right, but, so where's the sacred urn?
Oh, sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim in this case.
Huh?
Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth.
You know, he's right, Nick.
He is? You know, I'm really nervous for you guys to hear my voice for this character because it doesn't make sense for anyone but me. Nobody understands why I put this voice on this character, but I do. It just makes sense in my head and I don't know why. Anyways,
if you think real hard, we are the victims.
Well, I guess so, in a way.
I'm so used to thinking the victim is a dead person because we're always on murder cases. But anyway, I have to get the sacred urn back.
Hi!
Who are you?
MaskDeMasque, okay?
Hey, Nick, doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly?
I'm Lordly, the famous MaskDeMasque. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. I gave him a British accent. That's what doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. There is nowhere in any wiki at all that says this guy is British, and yet in my brain, I'm just like, he has a British accent. Don't kill me, alright. So you're the MaskDeMasque guy? Yes, you bet! No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes, and sort of no, if you know what I mean.
What's wrong?
Well, when I say wrong, what I really mean to say is that it's not right, per se. You see, it's not spelled MaskDeMasque, it's spelled MaskDeMasque.
What's with this guy?
Well, he's a timid little weakling, we know that much. Don't do that! Don't look at me like that! I don't need your pity! And it made you cry, baby, too. So, why did you give yourself up? Well, you see, it's because, well...
I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure, and now you're overwhelmed with guilt. Am I right?
Priceless treasure? That broken old urn? I have a little favor to ask. Yes? What is it? Could you go and talk to Desi?
Desi? Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it?
I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really will. Maybe not. No, I can't. I can't make promises I can't keep. I'll just end up hurting people.
Mr. Nick, I couldn't hear what he just said, especially that last part.
Mr. DeMasque, do you think you could speak up a little? Yes, sir, I will, I promise. Maybe not. You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I can't really do anything.
Mr. DeMasque, about the urn.
Oh, yes, the urn, right away. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually, I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway.
Enough already, just tell it to us straight.
Please, please don't yell at me! I'm sorry. An urn, I lost it!
You, what?
What did you just say? Did you say you lost it? Yes, no, maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it!
What do you mean?
Well, you know, I lost it. Like I said, these things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forget your bag, you know?
What? You forgot our sacred urn on a train?
Wait a minute, you went on the train just like that? No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm sorry, I just lost it somewhere, I don't know where. This guy's story is more surreal than a Dali painting.
Are you really sure this creep is MaskDeMasque?
Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. Oh, I love this. So who was this Desi person? Please don't talk about my wife like that!
I guess you must be his wife.
I'm sorry, the truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think I could go and visit her at my hideout? Hideout?
Mr. Nick, what does he mean by hideout?
Oh, sorry, naturally I meant to say my secret base. Secret base? Well, my apartment, actually. Palazzo Pepe, 3rd floor.
Let's go have a look, Nick, to MaskDeMasque's hideout.
Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. Let's get going, I guess. DeMasque's hideout. October 12th, MaskDeMasque's hideout. Wow, check this place out.
No doubt about it, this is MaskDeMasque's hideout, alright?
Oh, hi!
Huh? Who are you people?
Are you Desiree Delight?
That's right, I'm Desiree. Oh, you must be the lawyer and the victim.
Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us that you wanted us to stop by.
I'm Maya Faye, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nicky boy and Maya, I can't tell you how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie. Well, you're welcome.
Did she really just call me Nicky boy?
Mr. Nick, you can't be cheating on missing Maya like that.
About your husband.
Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though.
A bit?
By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV?
Huh? Really?
They said you own the internet, that you're doing some shady training in a law office now.
Remind me not to watch that channel's news program.
After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned.
I see.
My Ronnie, he has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me. I stole that urn, he kept saying, as if it was even possible.
Huh? But are you saying he didn't?
Of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know...
Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity?
Me? I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yes, I met my happiness when I'm racing along with my bike going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that depends on how you ride it.
I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action.
No offense, but your husband, Ron, doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type himself.
You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways.
Other ways?
Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich and super generous. He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. And the shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day it actually happened. His head actually started to spin.
Man, talk about a high-maintenance wife.
So where does Mr. Delight get all his money from? Ronnie is a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it.
He's a security guard. I think it's my turn for my head to spin. Can you tell us about what happened last night?
What time did that incident take place again?
What time was it again, Maya?
Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Last night was horrible. I got pulled over.
Pulled over?
Yes, I always do my best flying at night.
Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right?
Yes, anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally called me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home.
Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi.
Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at the time of night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep.
So basically, he's got no alibi.
Anything?
So what do you know about this?
No, you can't show her that, Nick! That emblem is top secret, don't you remember?
Oh, oops, sorry about that. But the way she just said top secret was a worse giveaway than what I did.
Oh, when I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else.
Miss Delight, you must know, right? About your husband and MaskDeMasque?
MaskDeMasque? Of course, I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan. Yep, but... Huh?
The biggest fan?
Yes, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened.
Wait a minute, did you just say delusional?
Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is MaskDeMasque.
What? What are you talking about? No, talk. So, when did Ron first become MaskDeMasque?
What are you talking about? He's not MaskDeMasque.
Huh? But, wait a second. Look around at this room. This place is obviously MaskDeMasque's hideout.
No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures.
Heroic figures? But MaskDeMasque is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true?
Anyway, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it?
Well, I suppose so.
Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not?
She has a point. Mr. Delight isn't exactly the criminal type. But something about Ron's behavior bothers me.
Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't MaskDeMasque after all. Say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy?
What is it?
I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. I had the feeling you didn't. You're tough, but I can tell you got a good heart. Somebody framed my poor Ronnie. I just know it. Could you get this to Ronnie for me? A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Miss Delight. Okay, you've got it. Just relax and leave it all to us.
Oh, that's right. Here. This is from your wife. Oh, from Desi! Thank you! Actually, more like taken. My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. He's clutching onto that letter so hard the ink is gonna be squeezed out.
He looks so happy. You should write a letter to Mystic Maya too, Mr. Nick.
Mr. Lawyer? Yes? In the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer.
Huh?
I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow.
Hey, hang on a second. He can't be your lawyer.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of this DeMasque guy.
Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it.
She said, poor man, he's deluded himself into thinking he did it, right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she could be lying to protect her husband.
Well, that's true. No, actually not. Actually, it's hard to say. Oh no, it's spreading. Oh, please, I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return. What should I do? Well, Mr. Delight, I've decided to give it a try. I'll defend you. Really? You will?
Hey, what are you doing, Nick? He's a thief! You can't trust him!
Well, he may be a thief. But I think there's more to this case than meets the eye.
Mr. Nick! I was wrong about you! I shouldn't have trusted you!
Pearls?
I can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mystic Maya! I'll never forgive you! Ever! Ah!
Hurley! Wait! This is gonna be ugly. I'll go after her. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Well, you couldn't have known she'd react like that. I guess I might as well start investigating. Oh, Maya. Where's Pearls?
She said she's going back to the office. Go check in on her later, would you?
And what about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case?
Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you.
I think I'm gonna cry. Oh. I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it.
Okay, Nick, let's get the show on the road.
Here we go. Not to DeMasque's hideout, but I guess back to Wright & Co. October 12th, Wright & Co. law offices.
Mr. Nick, welcome back.
Oh, hey, Pearls. You're back too, I see.
I went and brought a strawberry cake. I'll go make some tea to go with it.
Hey, Pearls.
It looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. I'll never forgive you, ever. Mystic Maya, the tea is ready. Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick, please have some of this cake.
Yeah, thanks. Pearls?
Oh, excuse me, I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet.
Hey, it's okay. I just cleaned it this morning.
Too late.
This might be a good time for me to ask about her. I first met Pearls a year ago. It was when that murder happened at Kurine Village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met.
You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mystic Maya's special someone.
Hey, Maya, I've always thought it was because she was young, but what? Pearls, I think she's got the wrong idea about you and I.
Huh? There's something you need to understand.
What is it?
It's kind of like a Kurine Village custom, sort of.
Pearl seems to love you a lot.
Well, it's because I'm her only cousin, and, well, because of the murder of that case last year, Pearlie's mother is...
Oh, yeah. I remember now. Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now.
So you see, I'm the only family Pearl has right now. But it's the same for me, too.
Maya.
My mother's gone, too. There are hardly any men in Kurine Village.
Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited.
I'm pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. About how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fey family.
Yeah, you did, and that's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right?
Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Kurine Village kind of revolves around its women.
Well, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages.
Oh?
Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter.
Are you saying that Pearl's father?
He's gone. He left the village when she was very young.
Boy, that's tough.
Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that.
So your mother's still missing?
Yeah, and no one has any idea where she is.
Maya's mother, Misty Fay, the current master of the Kurine channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. But you're sure she's still alive, right?
Yeah, I know she is. It's sort of a spiritual medium thing.
And if your mother doesn't come back, then what?
Then, according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master.
Mystic Maya, the master of the Kurine technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility.
Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the Fey main family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just sitting around at the office.
Yeah, I know, but first I want to talk to Pearls.
Mr. Nick?
Yeah?
I acted like a baby.
Pearls.
I doubted you, even though Mystic Maya trusted you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick!
Yes?
From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said.
Aw, it's okay. I'm the one that should be apologizing.
Well, I'm gonna go out for a little bit.
Huh? Oh, where are you going?
I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power. So I'm gonna show you I can be useful too, by finding some evidence.
Hey, wait a... She runs fast.
Nick, let's back off and give her some room, okay?
Yeah. Alright, I guess that's where we're gonna stop for today. Roll the end card.
Objection! You haven't hit like and subscribe yet! Hold it! You forgot to ring the bell to get notified whenever I upload. Take that! Click here to watch more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next